back with another Ultimates Guides video for Marvel Contest of Champions, and today we're going to be talking about how to win 4-star events for the little guys, for the new players, for the people that don't have all these, jacked up accounts with like 99 dupes and stuff like that. So, if you don't have that, that's a guide for you. Alright, so I have done numerous tests, and you know how I usually compete in events and then I stopped buying crystals. It's not like I stopped buying 4-star crystal as well. It's not like I want to get 99 so I can do a video to show you, hey, all you got to do is get 99 dupes, right? And I don't think I have any characters that have 99 dupes. Most of my characters are like regular stuff. You're just leveling up just like normal players. But anyways, how you want to win 4-star events, there's a lot of ways. The thing is, I'm going to start off with the first one. I'm not sure if I should split this into videos, but I want to share this with you. You could spend units, or you cannot, or you don't have to spend units. The thing is, if you don't spend units, you're going to have to not sleep, and you're going to have to play every 2 hours. You're going to have at least a decent amount of gold. I don't get that much sleep, though. That's the thing. That's the problem. So it's a bit of, if you're sacrificing sleep over money, which is units, you could do that if you have a lot of characters. If you're just like a regular player and you have like, I'm assuming, it's my assumption that if you're a regular player, you will only have 1 to 2 4-star. Now, if you're really lucky, you will have 3 4-stars. And then, if you pay a lot, you'll probably have about 5 or 6. If you check out the other YouTubers, the regular YouTubers, the ones that, you see commonly, that are regular players just like you and I, we spent thousands of dollars and haven't gotten that much 4-stars from the crystals. You'll notice from my team here that most of them were from events. So your best way is to win events. And to win these events, as I was saying, for new players, I'm going to go down here. I'll show you something. Right here. You'll notice that I'm not leveling my 4-stars anymore. And I found that by not leveling your 4-stars, you have a better chance at winning, opposed to leveling your 4-stars. And the reason to that, I'm going to give you a reason to that. The reason why you have a better chance is because you're not fighting those maxed out Colossus, maxed out, what do you call it? Who else do you fight? Juggernaut. You're not fighting like maxed out Star-Lord. You're not fighting those guys. Well, you are fighting those guys. The only thing is, you're fighting a lower level of those guys. And what is good about a lower level of those guys is they have less health. Yes, that is right. I mean, when you're fighting like a maxed out Colossus, how long is your fight? I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. I mean, it could, I don't know exactly the time, but you're going to hit more, and then you can make more mistakes. And that is the main key thing. The more mistakes you make, the more likely you will die. So by having them at lower levels, it'll probably be easier if you're good at swiping. And in my test, in my personal test as well as my alliance test, I made this thread a month ago, and I was like, alright, I think we have the 4-star optimal level, and let's run this test. And that's what we do, right? We run the test so that new players, or players that don't have jacked up stuff, is able to actually get to win as well. And this is the only way that I feel, or the best way. And I haven't found any other way where I guess you could win the 4-star. Even if you leveled them up, you're just going to be facing more difficult enemies. So let me just go on in here. Hopefully the pictures that I've taken from the forum. So if you haven't joined our forum where we run our tests and stuff like that, definitely join our forum, because that's where I will answer your questions. In the YouTube channel, I will probably answer them, probably not. I don't know. I mean, in the forums, I'll answer them. Most of them anyways, because it's much easier for other players that have the same questions to actually read it. I mean, if somebody's going to ask me one question here and then another question in another video, and then I'll have to post the same question in that video. So anyways, join the forums if you haven't. But anyways, let me go on in here. I'm just moving on in the forums right now, looking at my pictures. Alright. So I used to tell players that, hey, if you're beginning, use two strong characters, which means that, you know, like Vision and Iron Man here, and one weak one. You could do it that way, but I don't do it that way anymore. You see, maybe I should post another video on that way. Alright, so, you know, maybe there's 2 videos then. Alright, so this is the way I use, and the most recent way that I've been testing is keeping your 4 stars at level 1. Once you get onto streak 10 to 13, these 4 stars will be easier. So you should use these guys whenever you're up to that streak. Before that streak, you should probably use the 3 stars. Do whatever 3 stars you want. Whatever, whenever you get to streak 10 to 13, start using these level 1 4 stars. So let me go on in here. I'll show you these level 1 4 stars. There it is. I mean, I haven't leveled him or anything. Nothing. And you'll notice that in the picture, hopefully it's going up on the screen, that once you get up to streak 11, or I guess streak 15 rather, the characters you're battling is going to be about 1,300 to 1,400. While your character, well, if you get the bonus, the weakness bonus, so while your character is roughly around 600, which is okay. I mean, you could still win because they have less health. And on top of that, I don't think they're still silver, right? You see silver? We're at rank 15 in one of the pictures. Unfortunately, it's not going to be in order. So just watch the screen. Now let me go on down into the dying picture, the last one where I died. I was at streak 21. I'm not sure if it's going to go up on the video again. Just keep an eye out on the video. When I was at streak 21, my 600 Iron Man, which is this guy right here, 600 PI Iron Man, was battling 2,292 character. And she was relatively, you know, she was easy. It was almost there. I was almost going to win, and then I died. And then, of course, Colossus was battling Black Panther at 2,084 PI, while his PI was around here. Same stuff, but we had a bonus, and it boosted him up to 750. Now, I was about to win that one as well. I think the AI kind of, you know, was reading my fingers a little, and I lost. But I was able to win with Doctor Strange against the 2,129 Gamora. And that gave me almost 18,000 points for one battle. Can you imagine if you won all 3? I mean, gosh, that would have been awesome. Anyways, so that's why I think you should leave it at level 1. You'll have other players, I guess they have souped up accounts and 99 stuff. You're not them. I'm not them. I spent thousands of dollars. The other YouTubers have spent thousands of dollars. We're not them. So I think the best way is to leave them at level 1. Of course, this will change when they release the update, I think, if they released Act 4 as well as the 5 stars. So use it to your benefit if you can. This has been my test, and I guess that's what I recommend, to leave your 4 stars at level 1. Now, if there are players that are wondering, hey, what points do you need to win the 4 star? Unfortunately, that just, I don't know. The points are always moving. Before it was like 1.5 million, then it became 1.8 million, then it became like 2.5 million. I don't know. Within a few more months, maybe it'll become like 4 million. So obviously, I cannot give you an exact number. Just keep on fighting, doing your best, and trying to get those points. Anyways, that is pretty much it in my opinion for the 4-star event. If you're new, use level 1. If you're going to use units, if you have 3 of these level 1s, right? What you need to do is, once you get to streak 10 with your 3 stars, keep on refreshing these 3 4 stars only. From there on, I mean, I used to refresh these upper level 3 stars, I mean 4 stars rather. I kept on losing. I was like, why are the battles so hard? And that's because the enemy gets harder as you level up. So, keeping them at level 1 will definitely help out. And of course, if you're gonna use units, just refresh these 3 lower level 4-star. You should do fine until maybe streak 16, maybe streak 20, depending on how you play and how much units it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you about, I don't know. I agree that it costs about 1,000 units, 1,000 to 1,500. Now, if you're not gonna spend any units, you're just, I say you'll have to have a lot more teams. You're gonna have to have a lot of characters, at least over 16 characters, over 16 silver characters, as well as some gold. You'll definitely need gold. The reason why you'll need gold is because the gold characters give you way more points than the silver characters. Anyways, that is pretty much it. That's my comment about winning the 4-star event on his recommendation for the 4-star event. I'll make another one, but I wasn't ready. I was focusing on just leaving these level 1 character. I wanted to make a video on that. 4-star event videos. And that's all I can say. Don't level up your 4 stars unless you have a lot of 4 stars. If you have Alpha Catalyst for each one. Not just one. You see, I had Vision here. I leveled them up, right? You get less score. That's a thing. You get less score from Vision and the